Hello, I'm Father Tim Mulroy, the international leader of the Missionary Society of St. Columban.
Hello, I'm Vida Hequilan, the Central Coordinator of the Columban Lay Missionaries.
Together we would like to share this Easter message with our Columban companions around the world, as well as with our friends, supporters, and everyone who participates in any way in Columban mission. Pope Francis has reminded us that in recent months, people in every country are discovering that we are all together in one boat. All together in one boat, way out at sea, as dark storm clouds continue to gather overhead. All together in one boat that is being tossed about by giant waves. All together in one boat as we long to catch sight of a lighthouse.
And in the midst of this fearful storm, we have caught glimpses of a lighthouse. We see those who have chosen to remain in solitude in order to protect themselves and others, as radiating beams of thoughtfulness and selflessness. We believe that those who are spending their solitude in prayerful solidarity with their suffering sisters and brothers around the world are lighting a way for all of us to follow. We bask in the warm glow of messages of concern from family, friends, and strangers. We see those who are making great personal sacrifices to care for the sick and the suffering, as well as those who provide various essential services as beacons of service and compassion. In those faces, words, and actions, we catch glimpses of a lighthouse. And those glimpses strengthen our hope that someday our boat will reach a safe haven. In the consideration and dedication of others, we catch glimpses of Jesus coming towards us, walking on the water saying, "Take heart, it is I, do not be afraid."
This Easter, as we recall the empty tomb, we affirm our belief that the risen Jesus, who has conquered death, will also conquer the storm that threatens our boat. This Easter, as we hear the risen Christ proclaim, "Peace be with you," we trust that he will guide our boat into peaceful waters. As Columban missionaries, our prayer is that this stormy night will pass quickly and that our boat will arrive into a peaceful harbour where we will find the risen Christ preparing breakfast on a charcoal fire on the shore for his tired friends.
This Easter, as we renew our faith in the risen Christ, we can be confident that the light of the world will scatter the darkness and show us the way into the future. In order that the risen Christ might not forget the ongoing suffering of our world, he carries in his glorified body the marks of the nails that pierced his hands and feet, and of the lance that pierced his side.
When we are sinking and feel that God has abandoned us, may the risen Christ come to our rescue through those around us.
When fear and distrust threaten to capsize our boat, may our baptismal faith give us courage and hope.
When selfishness and self-pity prevent us from rowing in unison, may the risen Christ unite us in a holy communion.
When waves of powerlessness and helplessness overwhelm us, may the prayers of our brothers and sisters throughout the world sustain us.
When we feel isolated and lonely, may the Holy Spirit shine the light of Christ into our hearts and remind us that we are called to be a lighthouse for others, especially during this Easter season.